2024.
Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleague, for the year 2024, the unprogrammed appropriations releases pertaining to flood control would total 107.8 billion pesos po.
107.8
0.8 billion pesos po.
billion. Okay. Can I get a breakdown of this?
Mr. Speaker,
What particular
distinguished
programs?
particular programs, would it be specific projects po, as in line item per
Specific
line item?
projects later.
Okay.
Was the programs lang muna. Like, is it sourced out from strengthening assistance for government infra and social programs? Is it sourced out from support to foreign assisted projects? Is it sourced out from government counterpart for FAPs?
Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleague, I could give the disaggregation po across two categories. We could also provide a full list if our distinguished colleague would prefer that. But in terms of the breakdown po, under SAGIP, out of the 107.8 billion pesos, 85.7 billion pesos of that would be sourced from SAGIP, and the other 22.1 billion pesos would be sourced out po from FAPS.
Okay, just give me the data after or later. Can you provide me the list of foreign assisted projects that were funded from the unprogrammed funds, both GOP counterpart and loan proceeds?
Yes, Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleague, we actually have it po on hand. We could share it to our distinguished colleague
Use
right
it,
away.
will. Thank you.
Apo.
Okay. Were there allotment releases for flood control projects? What are these? What are these FAPs? And how much were released?
Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleague, for the 22.1 billion pesos released from FAPS, I could share the breakdown, but there are,
Is this for 2024, 2025?
for 2024 po, Mr.
2024,
Speaker,
okay.
there are 8 projects po,
Okay.
totaling 22.1 billion pesos. If our distinguished colleague would prefer, I could say them quickly po, or I could share the copy
For
as well po.
2024, if I remember it right, I questioned this during the DPWH budget. Those FAPs were stricken, were deleted from, so yung unprogram, are these the same projects that were deleted in the program funds for FAPs? I would assume, kasi hindi yun marirelease kung wala yung item, di ba? When was this released?
Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleague, that is correct. The items that were deleted from the DPWH budget under FAPS are the same items that are
Nilipat sa
programmed under.
program, tapos ito
Essentially po,
nirelease.
opo.
But
Nilipat po.
ang tanong ko next is, when was this released? Ang point, anyway, you just, to save time, kasi umaandar yung minuto, just give it to me later. Ang point ko kasi, nadidelay yung mga projects because nilipat sa unprogram yung ating ang ating foreign assisted, the big projects, right?
That is correct po. I'll answer po very quickly, Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleague, na most of them po were released around February, May of the year 2024. Meron pong dalawa na June at September, pero karamihan po February and May
Which
ng
should have
2024.
been released earlier kung nasa program fund siya, di ba?
That
Okay.
is correct, Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleague.
There is a huge amount in 2024 under SAGIP, which will charge again Purpose 1 of the unprogrammed appropriations. What are the specific infra programs and projects that were provided with the release of these funds?
Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleague, the items under SAGIP totaling 85.7 billion pesos under unprogrammed appropriations for the year 2024 are total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 projects po. Na yung
What are
bubuo
these
po.
6 projects again, please?
The projects po, Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleague, the number of line items are quite voluminous. They are spread across 6 line items. However, ano po, it comprises about 29 pages of line
Kung
items
iba'y
po.
category natin, more or less, ano yung mga bulk allotments?
Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleague, so the DBM will quickly work on the categorization po para lang po ma-disaggregate po natin kung alin po doon yung flood control kung ano po yung iba-ibang kinds, kung seawall po ba, flood control, drainage. If we may ask po for a few minutes to work on that po, Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleague.
Sige, can I get both hard copy and USB later? Okay. How about the allotment releases for the unprogrammed appropriations for 2025? Can you provide or enumerate to me the list of foreign assisted projects that were funded from the unprogrammed appropriations? Next question para masama nyo na sa paghanap. Are these flood control projects? Tama ba itong figures sa website nyo na 58 billion ang na-release for FAPS as of January 1 to August 31, 2025? Ako na lang ang sasagot sa tanong ko. I-request ko na lang, i-submit lahat in a way. Na-enumerate naman yung mga sinabi ko, ano? Paki-submit yung lahat. I'll go to my next question. I need that for my analysis kasi continuing yung question and answer natin sa 2025 at saka 2024. Mukhang walang kamatayan ito, ma'am.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleague, our apologies. What we have on hand right now would be just the GOP counterpart of the FAPS component. So 10 billion pesos pa lang po yung hawak namin out of the unprogrammed appropriations released from FAPS. We are still looking for the kung yung loan proceeds component po. But as soon as we have it, we will share it po, Mr. Speaker.
Pakibigyan nyo na lang
with
sa akin.
distinguished colleagues.
Anyway, nasabi ko naman lahat yung aking mga kailangan na data. Okay, next question. The 2025 DPWH budget keeps increasing with the releases from the unprogrammed appropriations. Can you confirm this? May additional releases tayo sa 2025 for DPWH, di ba?
Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleague, for 2025 under unprogrammed appropriations, only the projects released to DPWH are only FAPS projects. Wala po under SAGIP, wala po kasing request under SAGIP.
Ito yung 58.84 billion na PAPS. Is my figure correct?
Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleague, yes, we can confirm that. Yun po yun, yung 58.84 billion pesos na nabanggit po kanina. Lahat po yun
Actually,
ay foreign assistant.
Yung figures ko galing sa website ninyo. As of August 31, the amount of 58.845 billion was released to DPWH, which was sourced from the 2025 unprogrammed funds. And you confirmed that it's FAPS. With this 58.845 billion, the 2025 program budget of the DPWH amounting to 1.088 trillion will further increase to 1.147 trillion. So, yung existing approved natin ng DPWH, dagdagan mo yung release, yun yung bagong total. Umabot natin 1.147 trillion. Can you confirm this?
Yes, Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleague, that
Simple
is correct.
addition. Thank you, Madam.
Apa.
On the other hand, the amount of 9.84 billion was released to DepEd, which was also sourced out from the 2025 unprogrammed appropriations. 9.8 billion released to DepEd from unprogrammed appropriation. Is this correct?
Yes, Mr. Speaker, we can confirm that amount, the 8 billion pesos mentioned, was released for ICT initiatives of the Department of Education.
Thank you, Madam. With this 9.84 billion release to the 2025 budget of education sector, which has present level of 984.5 trillion, 9 billion, 984 billion, na trillion. Hindi tayo nakaabot ng trillion sa DepEd budget eh. Education sector budget to. 984.562 billion. This will subsequently increase to 994 billion. Can you confirm this? The present level of approved program appropriations of DepEd plus the 9.894 billion, yun yung bagong total.
That is correct, Mr. Speaker. It would be the total of what's programmed and unprogrammed for DepEd.
Thank you for confirming. Then again, this increases the gap between the DPWH and the education sector. You agree that the total budget of DPWH in the 2025 budget, including the unprogrammed appropriations, is now 1.147 trillion against the education sector budget of 994 billion. Agree, Madam?
That is correct, Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleague, and that is something that we want to fix in the 2026 budget. na we recognize po, I agree po that one of the things that we noticed with the 2025 budget is that the education sector
Was overtaken.
but essentially po, more were funneled towards infrastructure rather than education. But in the 2026 budget po, we commit that we want this to be an education budget. So the budget for education will definitely be more than the budget for education.
Yes,
Infrastructure rather.
and I will agree with you because I can see the sincerity in your heart outpouring na hindi talaga mangyayari ito sa 2026. Pero yung tinatanong ko, ma'am, yung 2025. So you confirm that the education sector budget was overtaken by the DPWH budget. Wag na nating, just one question. Sino ba yung gumawa ng bagong definition or composition ng education sector budget? Merong mga press releases doon na binago yung education sector. I just want it clarified here.
Please wrap up, sir.
I still have 16 minutes pa lang ako. Di ba? 30 minutes allotted.
The arrangement was 10 to 15 minutes per member.
Again,
10 to 15 minutes per member.
remaining. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleague, I would be very happy to answer more queries from our distinguished colleague. With regard to that po, that is at which point it happened po? On the part of the DBM, we are not able to ascertain as to which stage in the budget process that transpired, kung saan po tumaas. But it seems to, again, just looking at it po,
Are they disputing that the education sector budget was overtaken by DPWH? I want that on record because it's very clear. It's very clear from the figures that the budget of DPWH has overtaken, infra budget has overtaken the education sector. And please remember that there's a pending case in the Supreme Court on this. Hindi lang marami ang nag-file yata eh. Hindi lang isa o dalawa. Oras ko sa minutes. It is clear in the President's budget message in 2025 na sinabi niya yung priority sector niya is education sector. Nakasulat doon, 977 billion budget. Tapos, 900 billion lang yung number 2, which is the DPWH. So kung ano-ano yung dinagdag doon sa BICAM at ano yung binawas, including all that was vetoed, yung 26 billion direct veto, mataas pa rin. Mataas pa rin ang DPWH budget. Also, hindi pa nasa BESF yung composition? Nasa BESF yung composition ng education sector budget. Hindi pwede baguhin yun. Sige, ma'am.
Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleague, in terms of the total for the different sectors in the 2025 budget, the total for public works under DPWH amounts to 1.007 trillion. As opposed to education, yung total po for the education cluster, so that is comprised of DepEd, SUCs, SHED, TESDA, the NDCP, GHQ, PMA, LG, under DND, DILG, LGA, PPSC, PNPA, DOST, and other infrastructure projects attributed to the education sector. If we add all of that po, that would total to 1.055 trillion pesos. So if we look at it from a sectoral standpoint po, the education still is number one in terms of the budget for 2025 at 1.055 trillion as opposed to public works amounting to 1.007 trillion pesos.
I'm sorry, ma'am. The composition of the education sector is found in the BSF, page 298. Hindi niyo pwede babaguhin yung composition. ng education sector. And the increases and the decreases, taking into consideration the same education sector components in the BESF will make the education sector budget, including the releases for unprogrammed appropriation and the original program appropriations total after BICAM is only 994.45 billion. Total DPWH is 1.147 billion, including the releases in the program as of August 31. Dapat careful kayo nito kasi may ongoing case na ito sa Supreme Court eh. Nag-release pa rin kayo na nag-release sa program. Di ba? The Constitution is very clear that we cannot go beyond the education sector budget. Bakit nauuna pa yung priority yung infrastructure? And despite the questions, a lot of questions, nagdagdagan pa ng 58 billion sa program. Well, earlier, Madam, the chairperson said, you agree with me that the education sector budget was overtaken. And after conferring, kung hindi ko tinanong na binago niyo yung composition, sino bang nagbago talaga ng composition ng... Ibig sabihin, binago niyo yung BESF. Nandito sa page 298 yung BESF eh. At saka yung President message is clear. And to add to that, yung House Bill for the General Appropriations Bill, yung introductory part, cited those figures also, both BESF and the President's message. Please do not change. Please do not change just to justify na mataas pa rin ang education sector. I cannot agree with that, Madam.
Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleague, actually, as mentioned by our distinguished colleague, this is a subject of a case that is currently ongoing. And the figures that I cited po just now are the figures that are also, these are the figures being used by the OSG in the case. So if looking at that standpoint po, unfortunately, we are not able to delve deeper into it given that it is a subject of a case. But with regard to the figures that the OSG is using for the case, ang total po ng education is 1.055 trillion and the total for public works will be 1.007 trillion. So in that po, education is still number one as compared to public works.
We are here legislating, and the basis for the GAA will be the NEP and the BESF. Yung BESF last year, bakit mag-iiba yung composition? I kept track of the figures. Saka nagdagdag pa kayo ng release ngayon sa program. Di ba? Anyway, Madam, the time allotted is hard sa akin. May I go to my next question? Kasi habang hindi pa kayo nagkakasundo, time na, 5 minutes lang na iwan sa akin. Can you, isubmit nyo na lang sa akin ito. Can you give me a breakdown of the amount released through For DA, is DPWH, DSW, NEDA, and PRA, which are charged under the SAGIP, no, is strengthening assistance for government infrastructure program. And I would like to request that if you could give me the specific dates of the releases. This is very, very important. Then last but not least, this question. There was a newspaper item quoting the chairperson of the Appropriations Committee, the Honorable Chair, saying that the unprogrammed appropriations is the source of funds for the flood control projects. Can you give me the details of this? What are these projects and when were these projects released?
Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleague, that is, I definitely did not say that in an interview po. Perhaps that was something that was lifted from the first set of deliberations during the start of the plenary deliberations. So, ang nabanggit lang po doon is that certain flood control projects in the previous years were released from unprogrammed appropriations.
Previous years?
Previous years po.
Previous year. Sorry,
2024,
2025, yes.
2023. I believe that was the amount quoted, around 141 billion pesos po. That would be attributed to 2023 and 2024.
Well, wala na akong oras. Supposedly, marami pa akong tanong. Ang explanation ko lang dito, doon sa NEP at sa GAA, naka-identify kasi isa-isa kung nasa saan yung flood control project. Pagdating sa program, hindi naka-identify. Malalaman na lang natin sa pag-release. But with all the, I would say, exposés, with all the investigation, I think lalabas talaga lahat yan. Sa gobyerno, yung nakakalusot sila sometimes accountability and transparency. However, in the end, the law will catch them because may records talaga na lalabas yan. Either sa COA, sa releases, sa SARO, pagdating dito sa bidding, ang daming agencies matitrace at makikita talaga yan. Hindi pwedeng makalusot. So, to my colleagues, I hope and I pray that we will have a better budget for 2026. Sana hindi na maulit. Grabe talaga, ma'am. I mentioned, meron ba akong konti? Yung sources natin, yung ating parts ng budget, automatic appropriations at saka new appropriations natin, yung general appropriations. Mangled, yung automatic appropriations, 14 special laws. I think alam niyo yan. 14 special laws were mangled. Automatic appropriations, hindi yan ginagalaw dito sa Kongreso dapat because there were already specific laws that approved them. I don't know kung saan kinuha yung budget na dinagdag doon kasi yung iba na-release nyo na. New general appropriations, program appropriations, alam nyo to. Out of 27 agencies, 26 agencies of the government were mangled. Only DBM was not touched. And program appropriations nag-increase. Pati foreign assisted projects, dinalaw pa, nakakahiya sa ating mga foreign creditors. So I hope and I pray that we will have a better and brighter budget in the coming 2026. Maraming salamat po, and that ends my interpellation.
Thank you very much po, Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleague. On the points that were raised, several that I would like to address very quickly. The first would be the request for the breakdown of the releases of the unprogrammed appropriations across the different agencies and the specific SARA release dates. We commit to sharing the same. We have those on file as well as the detailed breakdown across the different categories. Yung nabanggit po with regard to the unprogrammed appropriations, siguro po ang akin pong masasabi ngayon bilang bagong chairperson po ng Committee on Appropriations, under my leadership po, I commit and the leadership of the House commits that whichever would need to be improved in the budget process and in the crafting of the 2026 budget, gagawin po natin yan. Una po, patungkol sa unprogrammed appropriations, and I'm grateful for my distinguished colleagues today for bringing up this point. Isa po sa talaga tinitignan natin ay sa unprogrammed appropriations po kasi isa talaga sa mga tinitingnan ay yung SAGIP. Especially because there's an infrastructure component under SAGIP. So isa po yan sa mga tinitingnan namin ng DBM na tanggalin na po natin yung infrastructure component mula po sa SAGIP. In that way, we're able to put more safeguards na hindi na po malililisan galing po sa unprogrammed appropriations papunta po sa mga infrastructure projects. Yung pangalawa po, patungkol doon sa education versus infrastructure allotment. Nabanggit ko na po ito kanina, but we commit, I commit as the chairperson of the Committee on Appropriations that the 2026 budget will be an education budget. For the first time in history po, we were able to breach 4%. Including po the amendments introduced by the Budget Amendments Review Subcommittee, nasa 4.1% na po tayo ng GDP. The highest ever budget for education. Kaya proud po tayo dyan pagdating po sa 2026 budget. At panghuli po, patungkol po sa automatic appropriations, we also commit na for the 2026 budget, particularly on the part of the House, hindi po natin gagalawin yung automatic appropriations.
Hindi na masiro ang PhilHealth. Hindi na masiro ang PhilHealth. Hindi na.
Hindi po mazero ang
PhilHealth.
PhilHealth. Hindi na po. Makikita po natin yan in the current version of the GAB. Pinasok po natin additional 60 billion pesos in subsidies for the PhilHealth. So, ang total po ng PhilHealth ngayon ay 113 billion pesos po. So,
Thank you,
lahat
ma'am. Thank
po
you.
yan, i-address po
Maraming
natin. I
salamat.
can give the
Mr. Speaker,
assurance.
thank you so much.
Maraming salamat po, Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much po to our distinguished colleague. Also, a former chairperson of the Committee on Appropriations that I highly respect and admire. Maraming salamat po to the Honorable Sid Ungab.